tranquille. C'est parti.
Wow, some incredible work over there. Okay, hello and welcome to the State of Unreal 2020.
Donc, il nous souhaite la bienvenue.
Before I jump in, you may be wondering why it's me up here kicking things off instead of Tim Sweeney, as he's done for the past decade. That's because he's down in Australia fighting the good fight for all developers.
Donc là, il dit que Tim Sweeney, qui est donc le boss d'Epic Games, ne peut pas monter sur scène maintenant parce qu'il est en Australie là. Pour du business, hein, globalement.
We have a fantastic show in store for you today, celebrating exciting new features for Unreal Engine 5.4.
Donc il y a des nouvelles features pour l'Unreal Engine 5 et 4, des updates pour l'Epic Game Store, etc. Donc ce show était auparavant beaucoup sur nous. Mais là, on va surtout se concentrer sur des développeurs qui proposent des jeux qui cassent tout, qui sont vraiment bien. Sous Unreal Engine 5. 5.4.
The short film War is Over, directed by Dave Mullins and produced by Brad Booker, won an Academy Award for the best animated short.
Vous avez plus le son de la conf? Je l'ai baissé parce qu'en fait je voulais pas que ma voix est sur la sienne, mais bon après je le monte un petit peu si vous voulez.
The film was inspired by the music of John Lennon and Yoko Ono and was created all in Unreal Engine by our great friends and longtime collaborators at Weta Effects. Over the years, we've worked closely with Peter Jackson's team at Weta, and the relationship has pushed the engine to do things that you've all benefited from. And now their work in UE has really paid off with an Oscar. Congratulations to the entire team, a couple of who I'm sure they're in the audience.
Oh, ça c'est un film qui est fait sous UE5?
Many of you are leveraging the full stack of offerings from Epic, from tools and content to services and distribution.
Avec Epic, ils ont beaucoup de services, enfin, ils ont beaucoup de techno.
For everyone, regardless of whether you're developing with UE or even another engine. And through UEFN, we're also helping to connect you to a massively engaged audience where you can make real money when players engage with what you've built. And when it comes to Unreal, our engine is your engine, and we've been pushing the envelope with what can be done using UE to ship features and games with inside Fortnite. Every product we make is battle tested to the limit by us, and we strive to make an engine that helps teams of every size succeed. And with source code easily available, you have no hidden barrier holding you back. Because our engine truly is your engine, we also want to thank you, the community of developers, for pushing great code back into Unreal, either directly or indirectly through the marketplace, making the engine.
Excusez-moi, j'ai été perturbé par quelqu'un qui passait derrière.
You make it Unreal. Okay, are you ready to see something really is truly Unreal?
Oui, on l'a dit en gros si on veut voir un truc un peu Unreal. Et là, je vous laisse regarder par vous-même. Ah, attendez, c'est pas Black Panther? C'est Black Panther et Captain?
Searching house to house.
If they arrest you two, they will take you to their headquarters, and you will not return.
C'est Black Panther et Captain. Oh god damn it!
With a 6-foot cat man who's got claws that can cut through vibranium alloy.
Oh, c'est trop bien. C'est le Captain de Skydance de Amy Hennig.
By my count, that makes 2 super soldiers loose in Paris.
3, counting you.
And that's 2 too many.
Oh, il est fait sous...
I'll be there before the sun rises. Before the Germans, before that American.
Oh, les visages!
The Eye of Force has been found.
Please, just stick to the rooftops. Be careful. Stand by me.
Les visages sont ouf, c'est MetaHuman Creator.
It's better if I tackle this one alone.
You may encounter some obstacles.
That won't be a problem. Our cat friend is definitely here too. By the look of things, he's not very far ahead.
The American boy is right on your heels.
Who the hell are you?
If you wanted us dead, we'd be dead. So what do you want?
Answers.
That's far enough!
Stay out of my way!
Stand aside!
I do not take orders from anyone!
I don't have time for this.
Neither do I.
Marvel 1943. Rise of Hydra. Oh la vache! Punaise! « 2025. » Ok, bon bah il y a des annonces de jeux, hein. Enfin il y a des annonces... Punaise! Ah les gars, c'est incroyable!
Okay, do you want to hear some more about that? It's my pleasure to introduce one of the greatest storytellers in video games, my good friend Amy Hennig.
Amy Hennig, évidemment! Oh non mais c'est le feu! C'est incroyable!
Thank you, Kim. And look, we are so excited to finally show what we've been working on at Skydance New Media. And I just gotta say, I am so proud of what the team has accomplished.
Qu'elle est très fière de ce que l'équipe a accompli.
Amy, I'm sure the audience is wanting to know more about your game and the team.
Évidemment, Amy Hennig, pour ceux qui la connaissent pas, elle a chapeauté Uncharted. Hein. Donc c'est un jeu d'action.
But here's what's important to note. People might not think this. This isn't some custom demo that we made just for this show. That's our game, right?
C'est le jeu.
All the sequences you just saw in that trailer are all pulled right out of our game, running real time and
donc c'est en temps réel.
No smoke and mirrors.
Unreal Engine 5 sans aucun effet supplémentaire.
I'd expect nothing less from you.
Excusez-moi, je tweet.
Absolutely incredible. As with many of your past projects, you're really bridging the gap between films and games. But this is a whole new level. What's different nowadays compared to the old days?
Yeah. Well, look, I mean, you and I have known each other for what, over a decade now?
Over a decade, yeah.
Right. And we immediately hit it off, and I think it's because we've been chasing the same dream, right?
True, yes.
Which is to create richly interactive experiences that are cinematic, immersive, but and make you feel like you're in a movie, but with all the player agency that you expect from a really great game, right?
Absolutely.
And in the past, this has always felt like it was just beyond our grasp. But I think we're finally crossing that threshold.
Ah ouais.
Trying our best.
Yes, we're trying our best, yeah. And look, when we're telling a character-driven story, it's critical for us to be able to really faithfully capture and honor every nuance of our actors' stellar performances. So we've been incredibly grateful to be able to partner closely with our friends on the MetaHuman team to tell our story.
En gros, ils ont travaillé avec les acteurs, etc. Mais MetaHuman Creator a énormément aidé. De toute façon, on connaît cette technologie.
We've been able to leverage some of the new nanite and lumen features being released in the 5.4. And honestly, this is really helping our team to achieve a level of visual fidelity that enables us to present.
Ça permet d'avoir éventuellement du coup une fidélité visuelle qui est accrue, etc.
All right. Well, let's go a little bit deeper and see some of these features that the team has used by firing up a level in the game.
Et donc ils vont nous montrer ce que la team, l'équipe a utilisé pour... Et les gars, je peux vous confirmer, il y a Chrono Odyssey qui va se montrer, parce qu'ils viennent de dire qu'ils vont être là.
And Roman Adiola, our director of photography.
Directeur photo, etc. C'est trop bien, c'est trop... Rise of Hydra.
So Colin will be live and editor, and Roman will be on the virtual camera, just like he is at all of our performance capture shoots. So,
Hydra.
you all are ready? let's switch the feed and go back to that bridge environment.
Donc là, avec la caméra.
And let's see, yep, you're live.
Putain, c'est ouf.
So, Colin, let's boom down and take a closer look at this environment. So, to create a really immersive game experience, the characters and environments have to work together harmoniously. We can't just drop believable characters into a less than convincing world. So, we need to start with authentic and densely detailed environments as the setting to our story. And look, because part of our story is set in 1940s occupied Paris.
Donc c'est pendant l'occupation, je vous rappelle, hein, à Paris.
Believable and visceral level of detail and grit, as you can see here. So, Roman, why don't we focus on the ground here for a bit? Now look at that.
Oh, les détails au sol, c'est une folie,
It would have been
frère.
nearly impossible to get something this complex to run in real time without the new features in 5.4. So, Kim, let's talk about some of the levels of detail that we're seeing here.
Sure. So, we're talking about Nanite's new adaptive
Donc c'est Nanite qui est utilisé, donc c'est une
whilst
techno.
Nanite lets you create environments like you're seeing here of incredible detail, the memory requirements can become impractical to realize for such a level of complexity across a huge level, without the need for lots of instancing. And we thought that was a challenge and we wanted to deal with it.
So, Colin, let's actually strip this scene right down to the dirt so folks can see what we're talking about.
So,
Ah ouais.
see how simple this is.
Ça, vous voyez, ça peut être sur certains autres jeux.
Actually, let's show the triangle so you can actually see what's there. Just a few hundred triangles. Let's pop it back to the beauty render view.
Là, bon, évidemment, ils expliquent toute la partie technique par rapport à tous les polygones, etc. Next Gen obligé, vu les graphismes. Après UE5, on peut faire des folies avec. Je cherche le trailer vraiment parce que le trailer me rend complètement fou.
This technique allows you to see an unprecedented level of geometric detail, but it's also memory efficient and can be changed dynamically in the runtime of your game. So things like footprints or tire tracks.
Donc ils disent que c'est en temps réel, les ajouts qui sont faits sur le sol, la pluie, la neige, la fonte de la neige, j'imagine, les traces de pas, etc. Tout ça, c'est généré.
There you go. What you expect from Nanite. So it's a really, really smart, interesting technique to actually get detail into the games without crazy amounts of geometry.
Les détails sont vraiment présents. C'est stylé de ouf.
And of course, as you can imagine, this technology isn't just useful for the ground and for the ground terrain. It applies to every detail in the environment. So let's fly over to that pile of objects on the left over there, for example. And Colin, while we do, can you kill those headlights for me? Thank you. Okay, so imagine our challenge. We're trying to authentically recreate a harsh winter in occupied Paris.
Donc, comment est-ce qu'on recrée un hiver rude dans le Paris occupé des années 40?
Needs to be realistically blanketed in snow. So now let's show how we can dial up the snow accumulation on these objects. Right? And of course,
non, frérot. Le trailer qu'on a vu, The Gamer. Non, pas The Gamer. Dans The Gamer, oui, on a très moyen. Roy Orion. Ce qu'on a vu, c'est le jeu sous UE5. Effectivement, t'as déjà d'autres jeux qui tournent sous UE5 qui sont comme ça. Immortal of Aveum, il est beau. Atlas Fallen, il est beau. Lords of the Fallen, il est beau aussi. Ça peut le faire. Le trailer, c'est 100% in-game. Elle a dit, il n'y a pas de triche. C'est vraiment le jeu. Après, on a vu des cinématiques. J'aimerais bien avoir une phase de gameplay. Mais là, quand on voit l'environnement, les détails sur le sol, alors que le sol, tout le monde s'en fout dans un jeu généralement. Tu marches dessus, t'avances. C'est quand même assez stylé. La fumée mériterait un peu de recorrection, je trouve. Mais...
It's nice from afar, but far from nice, as we say back in the UK. So if we look at the glow of the fire as it dynamically illuminates the volumetric smoke, you can see that light transmitting.
Je trouve que la fumée, elle fait peut-être un peu fake, je trouve, un peu trop fake. Mais elle est bien faite, mais je trouve l'effet un peu trop appuyé. Ça fait un peu fake. Ça fait un peu trop FX. Mais... Même l'occlusion ambiante et tout, c'est trop bien.
Or you can import OpenVDB datasets as sparse volume textures, resulting in film quality.
Ah, c'est le feu, vraiment c'est le feu.
All running in real time, that are totally responsive to dynamic lighting.
Yeah, and it just looks incredible. Now, of course, all of this is just to help us tell our story, right? And the story is nothing without great characters. So, let's head back over to the bridge and catch up with Cap.
Okay, donc là on a Captain America. Est-ce que c'est du gameplay? Par contre, putain, c'est stylé. Les détails sur le costume. Faut revoir ça en 4K, les gars. Quand tu vois là, alors, je suis désolé, hein, sur l'entrejambe, les plis du pantalon.
We can set up and run complex simulations in a package like Houdini and import that data into UE. We then use this to train an ML model producing film quality deformations that run in real time.
But none of this matters without great facial performances. So let's bring Azuri, T'Challa's grandfather and our Black Panther, into this scene, this time with his mask off.
But I know who you are, Captain.
Les visages sont trop bien. Les visages sont ouf. Putain. Désolé, je suis vulgaire. C'est vraiment classe. C'est complètement fou, quoi.
It's essential for us to retain every nuance of the outstanding performance that our actor, Corey Payton, brought to his
C'est pas Will Smith.
What you just saw there,
elle a dit qu'il s'appelait Corey Payton, je sais pas.
Untouched metahuman animator solves. So working with the metahuman process, we've been able to honor our amazing actors' performances and faithfully transform them into equally powerful digital performances. Now, of course, it all starts with the actor's talent, and we're fortunate to have two of our cast with us in the audience today. So I'd like to introduce Drew Moreline, who plays.
Ah, il y a l'acteur. Ah, il y a Captain et Black Panther. Donc on a Steve Rogers, Drew Moreline et notre Black Panther.
And Corey Payton, our Black Panther. See, they hug, they're friends. They're not really fighting. It's all good.
Par contre, j'ai l'impression qu'effectivement, ils vont s'affronter dans le jeu. Hein. Ils vont être alliés, mais ils vont s'affronter.
And now, as a special treat, let's take a look at the entire bridge scene that you saw earlier. But this time, we'll keep Azuri's mask off to really showcase what we can do when all this incredible talent and all these amazing features come together. But remember, this is running entirely in real time.
Awesome.
Donc là, on va avoir toute une séquence. Sans les masques. Enfin, sans le masque de... Je monte le son.
Stand aside. I do not take orders from anyone. Turn around, boy. Go home.
Look, pal, I don't know who you are.
But I know who you are. Captain America's hero. Dancing around in red, white, and blue underwear.
Says the man dressed like an overgrown house cat.
That shield that you hide behind does not belong to you. You are unworthy of it.
I don't have time for this.
Neither do I.
Sur toute la séquence, c'est stylé. Sur toute la séquence, c'est stylé. Punaise.
All in engine, and just to show there's no cheating going on. Hey, Colin, can you show the editor and the sequence?
Voilà, donc là, c'est l'édit. Hein.
Really is running on Unreal Engine.
Les mecs montrent que vraiment, c'est... Ils ne trichent pas. Ils ne mythos pas.
So, absolutely incredible. I've never seen performances in a video game that are so believable. The storytelling, the action, I can't wait. It's going to be so good.
Ah, Amy, là, franchement, tu nous as mis trop bien.
Roman, thank you so much for showing your game. I can't wait for it to ship.
Yes. Okay, we better get back to work, right? Yeah.
Back to work. Back to work.
Non, mais franchement, là, c'est la surprise. C'est la surprise.
All right. So, to get more information on what you've just seen here, there'll be a tech talk at 12:30 p.m. in this room to go over all the fine details. Now, to get more detail on the exciting new features of Unreal Engine 5.4, I'd like to bring to the stage our Vice President of Engineering, my good friend, Simon Tourangeau. Come on, Simon. Take it away, brother.
2025, les gars, ça va être vénère, hein. Quand même, hein. Pour les fans de GTA, de Marvel, tout ça.
Hi, everyone. It's been a busy year since the last GDC. Back in October, we shipped UE 5.3. Then, in December, we launched Fortnite Chapter 5, along with Lego Fortnite, Rocket Racing, and Festival.
C'est vrai qu'il y a eu beaucoup de trucs sur Fortnite. Beaucoup de trucs.
Now, we're about to ship UE 5.4.
Donc 5.4.
Over last year
Unreal.
has made UE a better engine for you and the entire community of Unreal developers. So let's take a look at what's coming. On the rendering side, we just
là, on
saw
est sur
some
une
of the
partie
beautiful
un peu
scenes
plus
in the
techos.
Skydance demo. They showed what can be achieved with nanite tessellation. There were also nice volumetric effects using our heterogeneous volume feature. In 5.4, you'll also get other features like local fog volumes and Niagara lightweight emitters, just to name a few. But most importantly, we've made a lot of performance improvements.
Donc, il y a pas mal d'améliorations qui arrivent.
Shadows and ray tracing.
Niagara aussi,
We've added
d'ailleurs.
variable rate shading for nanite. We massively improved instant sculling, and we significantly improved parallelism in the renderer. You name it, we made it faster. With a city sample demo that shipped in 5.0, our console
Matrix,
tests
ça.
showed that the render thread time was
Ce serait
reduced
cool
by
s'ils pouvaient faire une autre démo Matrix.
and the GPU time decreased by 25%. Now, let's talk about animation. Over the past year, our team has been hard at work on a world-class update to our animation systems, and I'm happy to share that our motion matching technology is now production ready. Motion matching is a simple yet powerful way to animate characters in games.
Donc là, c'est vraiment adressé aux développeurs en soi. Ils ont rajouté pas mal d'animations. Ce serait cool d'avoir un jeu complet Matrix, totalement. Il y a PUBG UE5 aussi, c'est vrai, qui arrive bientôt.
Our implementation scales with the size of your dataset to reach the high fidelity you need, and it uses pose warping algorithms to fill in the gaps. But motion matching is a tool for more than just
Assassin's Creed, hein.
As you can see here, it's used for jumping, falling, and complex traversal. We use 3D trajectory prediction to produce seamless transitions with anticipation and long follow-throughs. And this results in much more believable animation. We've also built world-class authoring and debugging tools, like the Rewind Debugger, that allows you to record, inspect, and edit your motion databases to understand and improve your transitions.
De débugage.
The motion matching system has been battle tested and is ready for prime time. It has been in use in Fortnite since the launch of Chapter 5 in December, running on all characters, on all platforms.
Excusez-moi, le trailer est sorti. Tac, merci.
And to help you get started, we will be releasing a sample project based on what you've seen today. This project will include over 500 AAA animations created from high-end motion capture data, with the locomotion and traversal data set used in this demo. Best of all, it will be free for all Unreal Engine developers and compatible with the MetaHuman rig.
Okay.
Now, a lot about creating a game is about telling a story. To bring their ideas and visions to life, storytellers must iterate constantly and efficiently. They must be able to get the right animation, the right camera angle, and the perfect lighting that completes the scene. We've been investing in our animation authoring tools with Control Rig and Sequencer, and we've now reached a very important milestone. For the first time, a full game production, Lego Fortnite,
Il y a des gens qui ont joué à Lego Fortnite ou pas?
Entirely in engine with no external DCC used.
Sur Fortnite, vraiment,
So far,
je vous
we've
rappelle.
produced over 240 minutes of animation for Lego Fortnite across gameplay, emotes, cinematics, and trailers.
Bah désolé, je vois les actus, je regarde ce qui est dit. Hein. Parce qu'en plus, je crois qu'il y a un communiqué de presse pour Marvel qui est sorti. Donc,
There is no round tripping with an external DCC, no exporting. Being able to see everything in context, lighting, camera, animation, iterating and making changes in real time with final pixels is a real game changer.
J'ai l'impression que vous n'avez pas joué très longtemps.
But our animators always tell us that behind every great
Personne n'est retourné sur Lego Fortnite
in
depuis.
Unreal Engine 5.4,
Parmi vous là.
creating rigs becomes much quicker and easier than before with modular control rigs.
Bon, globalement, je vous passe tout ça parce que c'est très technique.
Creators also have the ability to alter skeletons and skin weights and take advantage of our new
Globalement, c'est une amélioration du moteur, hein, des possibilités de ce qui peut être fait. Temps d'animation, etc. Et il y a d'autres améliorations qui ont été rajoutées. Hein.
And we're excited to share them with you. Now, with games getting bigger with more complex content, developer iteration will always be top of mind. We've significantly improved C++ compilation times with the help
ok, donc ça, il y en a qui
Unreal
ont trouvé
Build
ça
Accelerator
sympa.
for highly
D'autres qui ont joué
performant
30 minutes et qui
build.
se sont dit, bon, ouais.
On our build farm, we now see that Unreal Editor compiles 2 to 3 times faster. You'll also be happy to hear that we compile far fewer shaders in the editor as well as during cooks.
On a tout le retour de la licence Unreal Tournament et Quake.
And finally, we improved the onboarding process for Unreal Cloud.
Il y a pas mal de licences qu'on aimerait voir revenir, hein.
We've been quite busy on the audio front too.
L'audio.
Meta Sounds was the foundation
Meta
for audio
Sounds.
in all our new experiences.
Ils font pas que le visuel, ils font le
We
son
add
aussi. Hein.
granular synthesized vehicles in rocket racing.
Rocket Racing.
A simple, accurate weapon overall in Battle Royale. Dynamic ambience and music in Lego Fortnite.
C'est vrai
Rhythm
que...
games in Festival and Jam.
Ah oui, il y a Fortnite Festival aussi.
And 3D user-created music in UEFN's Patchwork.
Wesh.
And to help sound designer understand, debug, and create powerful next-gen audio, we're shipping a new experimental audio.
C'est pour les aider, les créateurs, hein, vous savez, à créer des sons
If you're a sound designer
nouvelle
and
génération.
want to make something truly unique and immersive, Meta Sounds is the right tool for you.
Et si jamais tu es sound designer et que tu veux faire des sons uniques, etc., c'est une possibilité.
Now, let's talk about our procedural content generation framework, which we released as experimental last year.
Procédural.
With PCG, artists can build vast worlds.
Alors ça, il l'avait montré l'an dernier.
Completely art directable way. Using a node graph to set up parameterized rule sets, you can create fast, iterative, and deterministic procedural content, even at runtime. For 5.4, we added new features such as runtime hierarchical generation, attribute set tables, feedback loops, and the list goes on. We use the PCG framework in our internal production, including Lego Fortnite. In fact, the team developed their own world creation system using PCG.
Ça a été utilisé pour Lego Fortnite. Peut-être plus de contenu sur Fortnite avec la nouvelle saison. À voir comment sera composée la suite avec Fortnite, mais vu que maintenant c'est un métavers. Mais ça leur a évidemment beaucoup aidé de toute façon. PG Biome Creation Tool. Le nombre d'outils qu'ils mettent à l'accès, pas gratuitement, c'est quand même ouf.
So we're happy to
Ah,
announce
bêta en 5 points.
that the PCG framework is going beta with UE 5.4 and planning to be production ready by GDC 2025.
Ok.
Speaking of Lego Fortnite, the game has been an amazing opportunity to battle test and improve some of our features.
Donc ça a été le moyen pour eux de tester certains trucs, notamment la physique et les destructions de construction, etc. Enfin, les constructions. Il y a eu de la correction aussi pour la physique de certains objets. C'est vrai que ça a l'air classe.
Data-oriented programming framework called Mass was put to the test to simulate and hold more than 6 million lightweight actors. And finally, we optimized the engine storage, memory usage, and perfs, resulting in Lego Fortnite working great across all platforms, including mobile.
Ça a été optimisé pour fonctionner vraiment partout sur toutes les plateformes.
With all of this work, Unreal Engine is now even better for your own ambitious cross-platform projects.
Moi, je me souviens de mes 6 ans, PC et Atari, ça a changé. Ah ouais.
I invite you all to check out Preview 1 of Unreal Engine 5.4 available today, with the full release coming in a month or so. To get a deeper dive into our animation updates, join us for our Tech Talk later this afternoon, and check out our Tech Talks. Check out our talks at our Learning Theater.
Parce qu'il a dit TikTok, hein. C'est beaucoup dans la tête d'Eric.
You can visit our roadmap to learn more about the future of Unreal Engine.
Il y a la roadmap aussi.
Enjoy the rest of the show, and please welcome Dana Cowley.
Ok. Donc ça, c'est sur les améliorations du moteur. Communication Director.
Hi everyone.
Salut.
I'm thrilled to be back at GDC to show you what a few more of our partners.
Donc elle est contente de revenir pour nous partager plus de choses sur les partenaires.
Unreal developers are building loads of highly anticipated
Sinking
games.
City 2.
You're telling new stories. You're translating creative IP across platforms. And you're bringing the worlds of interactive entertainment and cinema closer together than ever before. Speaking of movies,
Parlant de
we're
films,
excited to share that studios have used Unreal Engine
800
to
films
deliver
et
more than
projets de séries ou
800
télé,
films and television
globalement, ont
shows.
été faits sous Unreal
That's a
Engine.
45% increase in the number of productions from last year, and it
C'est une
goes to
augmentation
show
quand même,
just how fast
aussi.
this community in media and entertainment is growing. And now, get ready to experience some of the magic being brought to the Dune universe through the open world survival game
Ah, Dune Awakening. Ah oui, forcément.
Please welcome Joel Bylos from Funcom.
Donc on a du nouveau sur Dune Awakening. On a quelqu'un de Funcom qui va venir s'exprimer. On l'avait déjà vu, je crois d'ailleurs.
Thank you, Dana. Ever since the first time I read Dune, I was fascinated by the exotic universe that Frank Herbert had
On
created.
aura peut-être du nouveau gameplay, effectivement.
And then came
Après
the movies from Legendary,
le showcase
Warner
qu'on a eu là.
and Denis Villeneuve, who brought Dune to the screen in the most epic way imaginable.
À moins qu'il remonte la même chose que la dernière fois.
When Funcom had the opportunity to turn Dune into an open world survival MMO,
Ça là, j'ai vu des gens dire « Oh, c'est pas très beau !» Vous êtes des zinzins, frère.
and a little bit
Vous êtes
nervous.
des zinzins.
The challenge of recreating the universe of Dune is vast. Our team embraced the idea of using brutalist architecture against the flowing desert landscape.
Ça,
Create
c'est
a
un
world
artwork.
that dwarfs and swallows the player. Fortunately for us, we've been working with Legendary right from the beginning. We got to walk around.
C'est vrai qu'ils ont travaillé aussi, faut le dire, sur les décors des films Dune pour pouvoir bien bosser quoi. Leurs décors et tout, leur ambiance.
Help inspire the visual language of the game. And we were very grateful to work with Greg Fraser, the visionary who won the Oscar for cinematography on Dune Part 1.
Qui travaille avec le directeur photo de
Greg is an
Dune.
artist with light, a master of visual tone, and his vision for Arrakis has greatly shaped our world. Let's have a look.
Donc là, c'est un petit.
When I saw the complexity that Dune 2 was going to have from its pre-production
Ah, mais on l'a déjà vu,
perspective and from
ça.
its planning perspective, I realized that being able to use Unreal Engine, being able to have control over light, staging, all in pre-production.
Bon, en gros, il dit qu'il est
being able to
content.
Speed up the process. A large part of what we used Unreal for was to pre-plan the shots that we were trying to achieve, so that we were able to then put metahuman characters into the location to pre-plan when the shadow was going to reveal them, when the shadow was going to be off them. So using Unreal in pre-production was a godsend. The guys that making the Dune Awakening game have been quite inspired by
Ouais,
the world that we
je vois ce que vous voulez dire quand vous dites que ça fait un peu trop Unreal, mais honnêtement, waouh, c'est bon.
which continues
Quand
the
même.
world that we built on film, and actually probably even expands upon it and builds a world that's greater than the film that we've made. And what excites me going forward in the future is that you got gaming on this side and film on this side, and they've been very separated up until now, but slowly they're coming together. And I think right now we're at a point where they're literally crossing over. And I think the skills from gaming technology and the skills from filmmakers are going to cross-pollinate and become useful for each other.
So, from book to film to game, we needed to take the leap from authored story to player-driven sandbox and create the possibility space.
Oui, Rizy, c'est vrai ça.
We needed to
Désolé, du
build
coup.
a world of discovery, exploration, and survival. And for this, we turned to Unreal Engine. It comes with the flexibility of the blueprint system, so we
Donc ça,
can set
c'était
up
pour.
those
Ils ont choisi
sandbox
Unreal pour la
interactions.
flexibilité,
It
etc.
provides a world-leading renderer for amazing visuals, and
Des
thanks to
visuels
Nano,
incroyables, un
we
super
can use
rendu.
high poly models at all distances, making the landscape something truly epic to behold. To build our world, we use Houdini with Unreal to generate landscapes with a non-destructive workflow that allows our level designers to sculpt and regenerate without causing issues.
Ok.
And for Dune, we knew that our sand had to be world-class.
C'est vrai que le sable, par
Using
contre, est
Unreal
vachement bien
plugins
fait
such as Fluid
dans.
Ninja, we were able to build sand displacement technology that reacts to small details like footprints from a player's walk or run.
Il y a un bébé qui pleure.
And finally, Lumen provides a lighting system that combines global
Lumen, bien
illumination
sûr.
and bounce lighting to make both our exteriors and our interiors look truly stunning. For us, working with the Unreal Engine toolset, collaborating with our partners at Legendary, and working in the universe that was created by Frank Herbert and brought to life by Denis Villeneuve has been truly inspirational.
Non, non, pas moi, mais quelqu'un dans la salle, je pense à un bébé. Moi, si je suis papa, j'emmène grave mon enfant voir une confonnerie, là.
Have always had this drive to create, to build worlds, whether in text, on screens, or in games. As a company, we've been on this journey for a long time, crafting open worlds where players can live out their dreams.
Globalement, il dit tout ce qu'il a déjà dit avant.
We're very excited to share our latest trailer with you. Thank you very much for
ils
listening.
repartagent leur trailer.
Let's take a look.
Bon, allez, je vous laisse profiter. Ça va. C'est pas le trailer complet.
Thank you, Joel, for showing us this beautiful exploration of Arrakis and for giving us a glimpse into what's coming soon. Continuing with the theme of game developers creating new worlds that are faithful to the stories that fans love, Zynga's natural motion games is expanding
Zynga, c'est pas ceux qui ont été rachetés par Take-Two?
In entertainment, and they are here to give us a new look at Star Wars Hunters. Please
Star
welcome
Wars
Rich
Hunters,
Kemp
qu'est-ce que c'est
to
que
the
ça?
stage.
Je me souviens plus.
Thank you, Dana. Hello and good morning.
Salut.
As Senior Art Director at Zynga's Natural Motion Games, I have the privilege of working on
C'est
Star
quoi
Wars
Star Wars? C'est l'Overwatch.
with the rest of our
Ah.
I'm excited to talk to you about our
Ouais.
upcoming cross-platform arena shooter. In our
C'est un
game,
shooter
players
arena?
will face off in 4v4 multiplayer battles, selecting
Ok.
from a roster of brand new characters to fight in battlefields inspired by iconic Star Wars locations. Hunters squad up and head into battle
C'est
against
pas vraiment
the
Overwatch, hein.
competition, both
Du
friendly
coup, c'est un
and fierce.
Enfin, oui et non.
Our
Enfin,
vision for this game is to create new and authentic expressions of Star Wars characters based on iconic archetypes familiar to fans, but with an all-new twist.
Salut Jimmy, comment ça
Set on
va?
a new planet called Vespara, fans from across the galaxy take their seats in one of our many arenas.
J'avais complètement oublié que ce jeu avait été annoncé. Pour être totalement honnête avec vous, j'avais complètement zappé. Le logo me dit un truc.
Today we're going to focus on some specifics around mobile development and the opportunities that using Unreal Engine has opened up for us. This is Reeve, one of our most iconic and popular hunters from our soft launch. It took a lot of work to create this lightsaber-wielding
On a vu un truc, Jimmy. Le jeu Black Panther Captain America de Skydance, il tue sa race. Il est incroyable. Il a l'air fou. J'ai pris une claque dans la figure. Graphiquement, c'est incroyable. Voilà, c'est tout. J'ai rien retenu de plus de fou. Beaucoup d'améliorations. Unreal. Ils ont remontré Dune Awakening là à l'instant. Maintenant, on a Star Wars Hunter. Là, ils montrent un peu ce que le moteur rajoute, etc. Mais Captain, non, 1943, Rise of Hydra, mucho pepito.
Which supports us in achieving great gameplay experiences across all of our maps and modes. In particular, the option to control one view with mouse and keyboard and another with controller.
Ah non, en fait, franchement, c'est un truc de fou.
And then tweak the gameplay in real time. This is very useful for understanding not only how it feels to use.
Alors, c'était pas ma cam a priori. Par contre, je pense qu'ils ont très bien fait de faire ce genre de jeu parce que je pense que sur mobile, ça peut totalement avoir son public et bien marcher. Voilà. Hellblade 2, j'ai un très gros doute. Il sort très bientôt. Enfin, en mai. Ouais, quoique, peut-être ce serait pas déconnant. Sur mobile, je pense qu'il peut y avoir un vrai public mobile. Hein, quand même. Surtout Star Wars. Enfin, c'est pas déconnant de faire un jeu comme ça.
Unreal Engine's dynamic tools have played a pivotal role in infusing our cosmetics with character.
C'est vrai que Black Myth Wukong, faut qu'on le revoie, hein, parce que...
This secondary movement in the scene further brings our world to life, and is particularly impactful on smaller screens. By incorporating HDR cube maps, we've heightened the richness and vibrancy.
Par contre, je trouve l'ATH complètement nul. Mais après, c'est mon avis.
Advanced post-processing and cinematic features have enabled us to seamlessly
Marquis, envoie-moi ça sur Twitter.
assets from the newer version of the engine. We're incredibly proud of how, with the help of Unreal, we were able to craft this high-quality cross-platform experience, both in terms of gameplay and visual fidelity on all of our platforms.
Ouais, mais Wulong, Blacklist Wukong, on l'a vu 600 fois, oui, mais en fait, on avait des trucs très courts. Là, ce qu'il nous faut, c'est un gros trailer de 3 minutes, tu vois, qui nous mette bien, genre. On peut pas faire la blague du genre, c'est un jeu mobile. Eh ben, non. Ma main a coupé, il y a Black Miss.
Another thing we love to see is developers building brand new IP from the ground up.
Nouvelle IP.
And we've long admired the work of our talented developers.
C'est vrai qu'il y a Chrono Odyssey. Ok les gars, Chrono Odyssey, je vous en avais parlé, souvenez-vous, il y a de ça quelques mois. Très gros univers. Et là, il y a moyen que ce soit vénère.
So let's hear some more from Bongan Bay, the CEO of Chrono Studio.
Chrono Odyssey, ça peut être pas mal. On avait déjà eu un trailer qui envoyait du lourd. Là. Yo les gars.
Thank you, Dana. 안녕하세요. 크로노 스튜디오의 배봉건입니다. 저희 대표 게임인 크로노 오디세이 진행을 상황을 공유드리게 되어 매우 기쁩니다.
Hello everyone, this is Bongonbe from Chrono Studio. Today, we're excited to share the progress of our flagship title.
Donc ils montrent un peu les progrès qu'ils ont fait.
Chrono Odyssey는 시공간까지 조작할 수 있는 MMORPG를
Donc ça se passe dans le monde de Cetera. Je vous avais expliqué tout le lore en plus, hein. Je vous avais tout dit. Allez voir ma vidéo si le jeu vous intéresse, parce que vraiment, je vous explique tout le lore, l'univers et tout. Kekeru Studio.
액션, 모험, 성장, 제작을 게이머분들께서 즐길 수 있도록 노력하고 있습니다.
Since 2021, we've been focused on creating an MMORPG that
Donc ils sont concentrés sur le fait de créer ce MMO.
With our team of nearly 120 top-tier developers, it has expanded into an open-world action MMORPG.
Donc je rappelle, c'est un action MMO, monde ouvert.
Growth and item crafting in our vast open world. In this open world, players will have to manipulate their environments by traveling between past, present,
donc vous allez devoir traverser un peu, manipuler le temps un peu, pour sauver le monde de Cetera, qui est envahi en fait par des forces obscures.
18개의 웨폰을 활용한 특징적인 전투뿐만 아니라 시공간을 활용한 액션의 재미를 곁들여 자유로운 전투의 재미를 구현하였습니다.
In Cetera, there are 6 distinct combat classes and 18 weapons. All classes can manipulate space and time, giving players a unique battle experience. Players can travel through space and go to designated time zones to gain advantage.
En gros, il y a du multivers quoi, et du voyage dans le temps.
데이터 레이어 기능을 사용하여 로딩 없이 실시간으로 변하는 과거, 현재, 미래의 세트를 구현하였고 이를 통해 게이머분들께서는 자유로운 시공간 탐험을 재미를 느낄 수 있습니다.
Sur le gars qui traduit l'aventure avec
data layers to create real-time environments and layer them on top of one another to enable players to travel through past,
par contre, le cheval devrait être un peu mieux fait.
Future states of the Cetera landscape seamlessly.
Ah voilà.
Players can gain additional resources through traveling to the past and fight against stronger enemies in the future. In this instance, we're traveling from the present to the future.
Il y a un peu l'idée comme dans Lord of the Fallen où vous passiez, vous savez, d'un moment à un autre, d'un monde à un autre. Là, c'est un peu l'appareil avec le temps. Landry, t'achètes 1943, on est bien d'accord. Merci. Ah, parce que le mec tout à l'heure, j'envoie l'image, il me dit « Oh, on s'en fout, tu savais pas? T'avais vu le trailer? Non. Tu l'as vu, mais oh, c'est beau. » C'est vrai que ça fait un peu Elden Ring du coup. On dirait vraiment la Necrolimbe. Évidemment, vous pouvez créer votre propre personnage, machin.
And finally, through our extremely flexible customization system, players can freely express their personality by creating their character, ensuring that each character you meet in Cetera is as unique as your own.
이 자리에서 처음으로 공개하는 크로노 오디세이의 새로운 트레일러 영상을 함께 즐겨주세요.
Ce serait bien d'avoir une date de sortie.
Now, we are excited to show you our brand new trailer for Chrono Odyssey.
Le nouveau trailer de Chrono.
Please enjoy.
Oh, le nouveau trailer de Chrono. Profitez. Je vous avais dit que ça allait claquer. Hein. Et bah si vous voulez tout savoir sur ce jeu, j'ai fait une vidéo. N'hésitez pas à aller la voir. Ouais.
So, here to talk about more what's next for the store is Steve Allison.
Voilà, voilà. Ma vidéo, elle est là. Si vous voulez aller la voir.
Hi, everybody. When you succeed, we succeed. This is a mantra that we use across Epic that highlights our commitment to developer success. And this is what it's all about for us across Unreal Engine, UEFN, Epic Online Services.
Donc là, on va parler de la partie magasin, boutique, argent. Donc Epic Game Store, quoi. Je sais pas si on va avoir d'autres projets, beaucoup.
Should be considered essential in the launch plans of every game coming to PC. Let's take a look at where we're at. We ended 2023 with 270 million PC accounts.
270 millions.
Peak monthly active users of 75
75 millions d'utilisateurs actifs par mois.
$950 million.
Wow.
We have great programs for our players, like our free games program and Epic Rewards.
On a 950 millions de dollars dépensés par les joueurs.
Our users had the opportunity to claim 80 games worth over $2,000 that were free to keep forever. And Epic Rewards is a first-of-its-kind PC Store loyalty program that gives users 5% back on all eligible purchases. Players can use their Epic Rewards at their discretion on future purchases, and this means they have more spending power to buy your content. But since we're at GDC, I want to focus on how we're maximizing developer success.
Donc
we
là,
launched the Epic Game Store in 2018 with an industry-leading
88, 12, c'est la répartition de revenus entre le magasin et les développeurs.
Recently, we've added more opportunities to increase developer revenue share. On games with in-app purchases, you have the option to use your own payment processing services and take 100% of the revenue for all those transactions. This past October, we launched 2 new opt-in programs that give developers additional ways to maximize their financial success and take home 100%
en fait,
of net
le truc avec
revenue.
l'Epic Game Store, et pourtant, Dieu sait que je me souviens à l'époque, au début, les gens étaient en mode oui, mais on sait pas, ça a marché, machin, bidule. Frère, on est en 2024, il est encore là le truc. Ils ont même sorti Alan Wake 2 en exclu digital. Epic et tout, enfin, laisse tomber.
And don't forget, Unreal Engine developers with royalty-based agreements pay no Unreal Engine royalties on all sales made on the
Pas de royalties, et ça, c'est le petit tac à Unity qui fait plaisir. Aussi. Qui faisait des taxes exorbitantes par rapport au moteur, tout ça.
For years, Epic has tirelessly been fighting gatekeepers on mobile platforms to allow for distribution that is more fair, more open, and built for how we need to run our businesses today. And this battle is not over yet. However, we have made enough progress, and I'm here today to make an announcement that we're super pumped about.
Okay, c'est quoi
that is that we are hard at work on the Epic Game Store for mobile, targeting to launch on iOS.
L'Epic Game Store débarque sur iOS et Android. Donc ça, c'est récemment Apple s'est ouvert davantage, on va dire. Et donc ça arrive.
We're excited to be leading the charge in bringing Fortnite back to mobile, along with a selection of third-party partners who have expressed interest in joining us.
Fortnite revient sur mobile, etc.
With our expansion into mobile platforms, EGS will become the first ever game-focused, multi-platform store that will work across Android, iOS, PC, and Mac.
C'est vrai qu'ils sont partout quasiment.
Players' Epic accounts.
Merci Marquis.
Everything I talked about today, both player and developer programs, will be available.
C'est cool pour les devs et pour les joueurs, effectivement.
And that will also launch with self-publishing tools that will make it easy for our mobile developers to release their apps. To learn more about our plans for EGS, we invite you to join us this afternoon at 3:30 over at Moscone.
Donc ils ont vraiment une autre session pour parler vraiment de ça.
Here's Sax Person.
L'écosystème Fortnite, hein. Donc là ça parle dessous là.
Fortnite has had an incredible year.
Bonjour, Fortnite nous rapporte énormément d'argent. Merci beaucoup à tous vos gamins qui payent des microtransactions. Oh, l'Unreal Editor, ça fait un moment. On l'avait pas vu.
Today, we have lots more to share about what's next. Since we launched the UEFN beta, we've released countless features, and you have built and published more than 80,000 incredible experiences that have been played by more than 130 million players. Let's take a look at some highlights from the islands published.
Qu'est-ce qu'ils ont créé les joueurs du coup là? Il va y avoir plein de créations. Stylé. C'est vrai que oui, on peut remercier les gamins qui achètent des skins. Hein.
The breadth and depth what you've been able to make in
Ou les gens
your
normaux d'ailleurs, enfin les
amaze us. Like every day feels like Christmas, like when we go in and see what people are publishing. And your amazing work has already
Si Fortnite n'avait pas autant marché, je pense pas qu'on en serait là aujourd'hui. Hein.
Since we launched UEFN and Creator Economy 2.0.
Ah, ils ont payé effectivement,
There's no
c'est
secret
vrai.
path to success when you publish your game in Fortnite. You make a game, players play it, and you get paid. But we're not here to talk about what's already happened.
En vrai, c'est une dinguerie, hein, j'y repense, c'est une dinguerie. C'est Dreams, mais version on te paye quoi.
You can now design top-down gameplay, side scrollers and more. Try out the fixed point camera, fixed angle camera, and third-person camera devices all for yourself.
Oui, il n'y a pas que des gamins qui jouent à Fortnite, évidemment.
And later this year, we're happy to finally announce that we're going to release the highly requested first-person camera.
Oh, first-person camera.
It took a while, we know.
Ça fait un moment, oui,
we're making more IP from Epic's portfolio widely available for use in creator-made experiences. I'm here to share that we'll be adding Fall Guys assets, animations, and of course, lovely Fall Guys beans to UEFN in May, so you can build your own frantic obstacle courses right inside Fortnite.
Mais du coup, il n'y a plus besoin de jouer à Fall Guys.
Also starting today, we're releasing rocket racing templates and devices for you to build your own race tracks using the same track designs we use to build rocket racing.
Donc, oui, vous pouvez créer vos propres circuits, tout ça.
So for the next stage of Fortnite, and ultimately the open metaverse that Epic is building towards, we need tools that solve for interoperability, scalability, and resilience. That is what led us to develop Verse, a powerful programming language that we released last year. And since we introduced Verse, we've added loads of new features: persistence, runtime error telemetry, incremental garbage collection. And we're continuing to move as fast as we can. And on top of that, this year we're introducing that we are building a scene graph system built right on top of the Verse language. It's an entity and component framework.
Là, c'est la partie où je comprends rien.
Dynamically manipulate objects in your game.
Oui, bien sûr, je comprends.
Is designed to be simple,
donc là, il rajoute du bois. Ok, oui. Ah, je connais, c'est pareil.
An important point about the scene graph is that while it's coming first to UEFN, it will eventually become the foundation for all content built in the Unreal Engine. We're starting with an experimental version launching the next couple of months, with the goal of scene graph being available to all creators in UEFN by the end of this summer. If you want to learn more, we have a scene graph talk tomorrow at 4 p.m. over ITNI Moscone. So next, this year we're also going to be enabling physically simulated characters in UEFN.
Physique.
And creative, and the ability to dynamically simulate any static mesh. So this is basically the Lego Fortnite physics and destruction system that we worked really hard on, that now being released broadly for all creators.
Ah, donc en gros, le système de physique de Lego Fortnite est accessible pour les créateurs globalement. Ça permet vraiment de faire de l'interaction, etc. Ça, c'est grave cool. Avec rien, je comprends rien.
Just as important as making your game is finding your game. We saw new islands published in Fortnite go from 50 islands a day to well over 500 brand new experiences published every single day in Fortnite. So in discoverability is a key focus of ours. The goal is to give every island a chance to find an audience. We've already done a lot over the last year to improve Discover.
C'est ouf.
Now we're going to be adding features and functionality specifically
hub
to the creator pages, including ability to follow creators, link out to social media platforms, and make it much.
Je repense à ça parce qu'il y a le Battle Royale, c'est vrai qu'il y a Lego, il y a Rocket Racing, il y a Fortnite Festival. Il y a le projet avec Disney qui arrive aussi. Et oui, totalement, ça permet aussi de rendre accessible la création d'un jeu. Je pense que vraiment, ce truc-là, il peut motiver plein, et large apparemment, d'enfants. Ça peut motiver des adultes aussi, mais il peut motiver plein de gamins à créer des jeux vidéo, en fait. Hein. C'est ouf, hein.
By the end of 2025, we are going to ship our first season of Fortnite Battle Royale developed in UEFN. So by moving our primary development to UEFN and Verse, our aim is to accelerate feature development
and ultimately result in a much more robust toolset for all developers faster. And what it means to everybody that chooses to
Ah, et la saison mythologique, c'est vrai.
That this is us ensuring that you're
Que
going
j'ai
to
pas
be able
trop
to build
compris de ouf d'ailleurs.
at the level and depth and quality of Battle
Mais
Royale going
les maps
forward
sont
right
stylées de ouf.
So there's a lot more coming for creators in 2024, and some of those features are much better shown in person and in a live demo than me just talking about them. So why don't we welcome Pat and Michael to the stage, and they can show you more.
Okay.
Everyone. All right, thank you, Sax. You mentioned the evolution of UBFN, and now we'd like to share a project that we've been using to drive that progress. Hey, Michael.
Hi, everybody.
Il y a un gosse qui parle,
Here we are running live in UEFN, and Michael's playing for us.
Okay.
We're surrounded by just a handful of the prefab buildings and props you can find in the content folder of every project. But if you can't find the exact theme or the art style that you're after, you're going to need to customize. For example, what if you wanted to make a game set on a classic 1970s style sci-fi spaceship? Let's step into this rift and show you what can happen. Welcome to the
Starfield,
a deep space cargo vessel. We built this ship to show you how unique your world can look when you create high-quality custom assets and bring them into your UEFN experience.
Ouais, c'est Starfield.
Yeah. Can we get Bright Bomber back? We still need a player to help us look around.
I think she should be dropping in soon.
Oof. Okay. Maybe not the most elegant entrance ever, but she made it. And now we can start to explore the ship.
Attends, pause.
Straight away, we're switching off the Fortnite HUD with the HUD controller device so we can show you more of our environment. As Sax mentioned earlier, cameras are also one of the things that can be customized in UEFN. For example, with the new Orbit camera device, we can push way in, past the player entirely. Let's use this camera to explore the crew quarters.
C'est incroyable.
All right, this view allows you to focus more on what the player's looking at, and it's helpful if you're interested in making more narrative-style games.
Oh. C'est
How about we
Starfield.
compromise and back out halfway so we can see more of our player again. All right, great.
Tu peux faire un Star Citizen dans Fortnite, c'est une folie.
Common room in the galley. I'm excited for you to see the
Le
complexity
passage
of
TPS
lighting.
FPS c'est vraiment smooth, effectivement.
We're optimizing for lumen by selectively disabling shadows, reducing light overlap, and swapping in light functions for geometry shadows. Customizing the look and feel of your UEFN game is going to be a consistent theme in 2024 and beyond. Combining release devices
Je vous
and
dis un
source
truc,
code as we are
s'il
here
commence à
gives
s'asseoir
you the control
et
and
qu'il y a
the
une bataille
freedom.
spatiale, je vous jure que je pète mon crâne. Vraiment.
The first code you just saw actually has to do with assigning our player a quest. We're going to trigger it.
Il y a des gens, ils vont
using
faire des
several
créas
shared
de
devices.
zinzin.
But instead of going back to the Fortnite UI, we've styled the pop-up messages and the maps to fit our sci-fi
Faut avoir une
experience.
mission.
All right, you'll notice there's a waypoint
C'est un
on
jeu
the map
solo.
for us now. So we've got a mission to find our crew, so let's get moving.
C'est un jeu solo
It's worth
narratif.
noting, even though we're showcasing a tremendous amount of detail inside the ship, the total environment still checks in under 200 megs. It's incredible that you can get this level of visual detail in that size profile. And to achieve this, we're relying on a combination of mid-poly kit bash parts, fully procedural materials, and mesh decals. With efficient build techniques, you
Oh,
can
la
make
vache.
big games fit into small packages.
C'est détaillé, hein.
All right, according to our mini-map, our objective's waiting for us on the other side of that door over there. Let's go check it out.
I'm glad you're here. The crew's been waiting for you, and we're ready to help you build what's next.
What the
Come on,
fuck?
let's go.
That's right. Metahumans are now available for import into UEFN as non-player characters.
What the fuck? Ouais, c'est incroyable.
So, Michael's jumped us back into the editor so we can get a look at our captain behind the scenes. As you can see, we carefully optimized for both quality and efficiency. We've gone from almost 1 gig for a hero metahuman down to approximately 60 megs in UEFN with an average complexity.
UEFN, ça prend du coup, ça
And we
prend
wanted to make
peanuts.
this process as easy as possible. You just save your custom metahumans in the metahuman creator.
Chrono Odyssey,
This
c'est en
captain character
2025.
was based on the Rue
Ah non.
metahuman preset.
Ah pardon.
Once you have your creations
Excusez-moi.
saved in My Metahumans, they'll be available to you in our new metahuman importer in UEFN. And depending on your project's requirements, there are also multiple quality options for
Par
you.
contre, MetaHuman Creator sur Fortnite, je trouve que c'est une
Now, we
bête
can't talk about metahumans
d'idée.
without also addressing the workflow creators use for creating costumes. There are many ways to author clothing, but in this case, we're using Marvelous Designer, a leading digital clothing software.
Il y a plein de trucs qui prennent un coup de vieux.
The makers of Marvelous Designer and Clo 3D to integrate our metahuman body data into their software and provide a new USD export option for your
Je suis sûr qu'ils ont fait exprès pour ça.
That export includes geometry, materials, and the data you need for simulation setup. Now on screen, you're seeing the garment that was exported from Marvelous Designer being brought into the cloth panel editor in UE 5.4, and from there,
c'est Assassin's Creed.
Custom chaos simulations.
Et là, il fait la tenue de Codename Red. T'imagines?
As part of this tech in the upcoming UE 5.4, we're introducing an auto sim setup that has sim data ingest, auto LOD generation, and auto skinning. In addition, you always have the option to take a more bespoke approach like we have here if you want more iterations and finer control. Okay, cloth physics are available in UEFN as early access starting today.
Alors, l'accès du UEFN avec la physique, c'est là.
Michael's going to demonstrate this for us live in the UEFN editor. All right, take it away, Michael.
Thanks, Pat. So the first thing we're going to do is hide the default outfit that came in from MetaHuman Creator. Next, we'll add a new Chaos Cloth.
J'allais dire un truc méchant.
This allows us a place to drop our.
J'allais dire il y a des PNJ dans Starfield, j'en ai déjà vu, c'était comme ça.
This was actually created in
voilà.
Set up in UE 5.4 and imported here into UEFN. Now that we have that, let's add a new animation so we can see how the cloth moves. Then we come down to the cloth, turn on simulate, and just like that, we have moving cloth here inside UEFN.
Bravo! Non, bravo! Génie! Bravo! Bravo! Bravo, bravo.
All right, cool. So from there, our metahuman's ready to be used in the game. And we're really excited to offer cloth physics in UEFN for the first time. It's so important for creating convincing characters. And you're not limited to clothing on characters. You can use cloth physics anywhere.
C'est incroyable.
At last year's State of Unreal, you saw the power of MetaHuman Animator in UE, and we're pleased to say that those same tools are now available to creators in UEFN.
Voilà, vous connaissez, hein?
Don't forget, using our latest character device, you can also add a performance to some of your favorite Fortnite characters. You might have seen this in the recent Joke Night experience produced by Trevor Noah. For getting capture data into UEFN, we recommend using our new LiveLink Hub application. This allows almost all capture devices that can stream to UE5 to also stream directly into UEFN and get recorded there. Even more third-party devices will be supported in LiveLink Hub soon. What's next for the Talisman is really up to you as creators. It's just one example of the many worlds that you might be dreaming of building.
C'est un exemple de monde que vous pouvez créer
workflow you can use to make compelling characters in a much clearer path for dynamic clothing.
Pardon, le moteur de création.
MetaHumans as NPCs and cloth physics are available in UEFN today, and the Talisman environment is playable in our booth here at GDC. It'll be released as a template soon. We also have a tech talk here at 3:30 p.m. this afternoon that explores the techniques we use to create this project.
Ok, donc ils expliquent dans une autre table ronde plus tard sur un autre truc comment est-ce qu'ils ont fait. Bah c'est stylé quoi.
Huge thank you to everyone that built the demo. And it's so awesome to see MetaHumans finally make their way to UEFN. And to celebrate that, we're starting next month. UEFN creators will get a 1-year license to Marvelous Designer for free to clothe the digital humans in UEFN.
Ok. Les gens pourront avoir une licence Marvelous Designer gratuitement pendant un temps.
So we've talked about our new tools and plans for the future. And now we want to introduce a new initiative that we're embarking on with our partners at the LEGO Group. Starting today, you can create your own islands using LEGO elements, LEGO minifigs, and publish them directly to Fortnite's global audience. With this effort, the LEGO Group is pioneering a brand new way to work with creators. To tell us much more, let's welcome Kai to the stage.
Vous allez pouvoir créer vos propres îles Lego. Je sais plus quoi dire.
Thank you, Sax. We are here today to share our vision for how we are expanding the future of digital play with game developers and fellow creators here at State of Unreal. In the last 90 years, the LEGO Group has gone from the simple, humble brick with massive possibilities to one of the world's most
Lego, ils ont dead le game, hein.
The LEGO brand brings out the kid in all of us. And today, you will see how we're democratizing powerful creative tools, continuously, seamlessly bridge the world of physical and digital play. We've already brought the magic of Lego building into the Fortnite ecosystem with the survival crafting game with Fortnite. The game, built in UE, is continuing to expand its scale and creative possibilities. At the LEGO Group, we are beginning to integrate UE across our full portfolio of play experiences. UE is already being used to power Lego Ninjago, our iconic homegrown IP.
Ça date, Ninjago.
Physical packaging of Lego sets, Lego linear content like the new TV series Dragons Rising, and marketing assets.
Donc on peut utiliser des assets de tout ça pour créer des trucs dans Fortnite.
Seeing the power of UE, we had so many ideas for bringing diverse play experiences to audiences.
Mais mettez les assets de Lego Batman.
We couldn't wait to get our hands on UEFN.
Les gars.
As a first step, we launched 2 new Lego Islands in Fortnite. And today, we're announcing even more Lego Islands available now.
Et là.
They're suitable for players of all ages, and you'll play using your favorite Lego styles. Let's take a look. Lego Prop Hunt builds on popular prop hunt mechanics to create whimsical Lego fun for
Ok, donc on peut pas faire sa propre île, je crois.
Lego Battle Arena enables you
Par
to
contre, c'est sûr que ça
become
va
the
arriver.
next Benjitsu master, enroll in
obligé.
training at the Lego Ninjago Dojo, compete against other trainees, and prove yourself.
Ils ont pioché des inspirations dans ce qu'ils avaient fait avant sur
It's a
Lego.
playful game all about taking care of a friendly cat on an island. You need to complete tasks to keep your cat happy, and they'll let you know if they are not. These games introduce a brand new type of play in Fortnite, and something we hope.
Donc tout ça, c'est dans Fortnite, en fait.
Keep an eye out for even more
Faut
games.
bien que vous en ayez conscience de ça.
One about the wonders of space, and another that lets players complete challenges while flying. We hope everyone has such much fun playing these new Lego.
Donc c'est 3 expériences Lego.
Check them out in Fortnite Discover today.
Ok, qui débarquent dans Fortnite. Aujourd'hui.
Yeah, but the Lego Group won't be the only game builders creating Lego Islands today. The next Lego Islands will come from you.
Ok, donc là.
Today we're introducing a brand new set of tools
Ok, donc je me
that
suis pas
enable
trompé.
you to build your own
Donc là,
Lego
c'est
Islands.
la construction d'îles. Vous allez
We
pouvoir faire
announced
vos
our
propres. C'est
partnership
une
with Epic.
folie.
One of our key commitments was
C'est
to
une
enable
folie.
players to unlock their potential as digital creators. It started with Lego Fortnite and it continues today. We are adding new Lego templates so
Rares
that
sont
you
les
can
boîtes
bring
dans
the
l'industrie comme
benefits
Epic
of
Games
the
qui
Lego
arrivent quand
system
même.
and play to life.
Chaque prise de parole à dire un truc.
Dealing with
où tu
Lego
dis,
elements in these
ah, quand même.
templates is just the beginning, and my colleague Anders is here to tell you more.
Et ça s'arrête pas, ils continuent les mecs. Et il dit c'est que le début, après il y aura d'autres trucs.
Thank you, Kai. I'm going to show you what you can do with these tools, and let's dive in. The Lego tools and templates are available in both UEFN and Fortnite Creative.
Donc c'est grâce à
so you
UEFN
can access
évidemment.
them across all platforms. You can start building your own Lego island by selecting one of the 4 custom templates. Let's begin with our colorful obstacle course, where you can traverse and explore the island filled with different platforming challenges. Home Builder is a lovely little neighborhood where Fortnite and Lego homes coexist, and you have the possibility to build your own home or an entire village, and allowing you to leverage the proven Fortnite creative building system that has powered creative for years.
En fait, les gars, genre.
We also have a template focused on musical
Excusez-moi.
experiences.
Les mecs se sont dit, venez, on va goumer à la fois Minecraft et Roblox. Enfin, c'est quand même un truc de fou. Excusez-moi, les mecs se sont dit, Minecraft c'est le jeu le plus populaire entre guillemets. Nous on n'a pas de construit. On va s'allier avec Lego qui est une marque ultra populaire pour faire la même chose en JV. Mais chez nous. C'est du génie. Parce que je suis sûr que Lego ils se sont jamais dit, mais venez on fait ça. Eux ils enlèvent des licences ultra connues, Star Wars, Indiana Jones, Harry Potter, Batman. Mais là c'est une nouvelle Minecraft en fait. C'est quand même la vache quoi.
You can enable your players to build, add Lego elements or Fortnite props, or have fun with the sound effects and music. And also take a look at these exciting Lego weapons and items that your players will have available, including the explosive goo gun. But careful, it's super effective.
T'as le délire de destruction avec la physique et tout. Tu peux trop t'éclater.
Lego Island, it's time to get it published. Use Creator Portal to publish your island directly to millions of Fortnite players to find through, discover, and play with their friends.
Et là,
you do need to be 18 to publish and monetize in Fortnite, and Lego Islands needs to be suitable for a 10+ audience.
Passer par Lego, c'était une bête d'idée.
With these Lego tools, Epic and the LEGO Group will enable you to build a whole host of new LEGO experiences with endless possibilities for everyone to enjoy. It's a new era for creativity, with LEGO elements in a digital setting like never before, and we believe Fortnite is a place where your imagination can run wild. Please stop by the UFN
Donc là, ils en reparleront dans une autre session, du coup.
Hop into Fortnite today to take a spin with these templates. And be sure to join us live at the LEGO Creator Talk later today to get a deeper dive on these new tools. And the tools and the templates are just the beginning.
Donc c'est encore une fois que le début.
For us to see the joy of building and pride of creation that players and creators around the world already know and love, brought to life through this amazing suite of digital tools. Just open UEFN or Fortnite Creative to get started. Thank you.
Bravo. 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 Bravo.
Thank you to Anders and Kai. This initiative enables you to develop legitimate commercial games using world-class IP without getting lost in contracts and negotiations. With a single agreement and a predetermined engagement payout shared to the IP owner, you can make the game you've always dreamt of.
Ils ont pas parlé d'IA.
Another view into how we see the future of our gaming platform supporting both creativity and IP rights. Let's end the era of cheap knockoffs and instead facilitate IP-based games that we can all be happy with and proud of. That's everything we're announcing today. As we work to build the open metaverse, having partners that share a vision is critical. For 2 years, we've been on this journey with the LEGO Group, and we recently announced a multi-year project with Disney to collaborate on an
Disney, hein, les gars, je ne rigole pas, ce truc-là,
connected straight to Fortnite.
Vénère.
We're thrilled to be working with them and so many others to bring this vision to life. For the vision to become reality, we need all kinds of experiences.
Le line-up est très solide de cette conf. Mis à part Star Wars Hunters, je me suis dit,
Everything we shared
franchement,
on stage today, from UE 5.4 to Fortnite creator tools to the
c'est quand
mind-blowing
même
demos from our partners,
stylé, quoi.
bringing us much closer to this goal. And we hope you're as excited as we are about everything our teams across Epic are working on.
Le métaverse Disney va arriver, et quand il va arriver, ça va faire mal.
Here in the Moscone, visit our teams and our booth. You are pushing the boundaries of what's possible in game development, and you are pushing us to do better. Thank you.
J'ai envie de vous dire que... Excusez-moi, je le refais. Oui, bon, force est de constater que bon, j'ai envie de vous dire que, voilà, quoi, moi je savais pas qu'on pouvait aller aussi loin, faire les choses de cette manière. Moi, à titre personnel, je suis soufflé, je suis impressionné. C'est pas la meilleure conf de l'univers, évidemment, c'est pas les trucs les plus disruptifs du monde, mais force est de constater quand même qu'on est sur un truc où, bordel, c'est sympa. C'est sympa. C'est sympa, très sincèrement, c'est solide. C'est solide ce qui est annoncé. Chaque conf, de toute façon, State of Unreal me semble bien, en fait, dans tous les cas. Il n'y a pas de truc où je me dis, ça n'a pas sa place, il y a des problèmes de rythme, c'est déconnant, qu'est-ce qu'ils font, machin. Tout a un sens. Tout a un sens. Et j'ai envie de dire que c'est peut-être même l'entreprise de cette industrie qui a le mieux, et tu le dis parfaitement bien, jeune Bernard ici, qui a parfaitement bien réinvesti toute la thune qu'ils avaient. Alors, ils ont dû donner beaucoup aux dirigeants, il a dû y avoir des dividendes énormes et des salaires de fous, mais c'est peut-être l'une des boîtes où tu ressens le plus qu'ils ont eu masse de thunes et qu'ils réutilisent pour faire un truc bien. Tu vois ? En termes d'investissement, de réinvestissement, plus précisément, de projet, ils arrivent quand même toujours à aller plus loin. Et aux annonces de décembre, avec, vous savez, Rocket Racing, tout ça, Fortnite Festival, je me disais, bon, ils vont quand même se calmer. Pas du tout, les mecs. Pas du tout. Donc, l'avenir chez Epic Games s'annonce quand même. Et en termes de partenariat, quand t'as Lego et Disney avec toi, normalement, ça se passe bien. Donc, ils ont bien fait de faire Fortnite, qui a attiré, je sais, évidemment, des adultes jouent à Fortnite. Ça, c'est pas du temps vrai, je m'en fous en réalité. Mais aussi un public très jeune. Et donc, forcément, on est sur des cibles qui vont correspondre à des entreprises très grosses comme Lego et Disney, qui vont se dire, mais ça a l'air sympa, venez on fait un partenariat. Et forcément, tu vas toucher encore plus de personnes. Et même la particularité avec Disney, c'est que maintenant, c'est une société qui n'est même pas adressée aux enfants en réalité. Enfin, pas qu'aux enfants, parce que certes, il y a des trucs qui sont enfantins, mais Disney, du coup, bah forcément, maintenant, c'est Marvel, c'est Star Wars, etc. Donc, c'est des trucs qui parlent à des jeunes adultes et à des adultes et à des personnes plus âgées. Parce que, forcément, Disney, c'est pas que les princesses aujourd'hui. Et du coup, là, quand t'as ça, tu te dis... Ouais, make sense. Logique, solide. Donc, en fait, voilà, quoi. Et Alien, c'est Disney. Alors, c'est sur Star, mais je savais pas que c'était Disney, du coup. Mais c'est vrai que maintenant, du coup, Disney, c'est aussi la Fox. Donc oui, c'est Alien. C'est Alien, c'est Alien. Ouais. Ah non, mais c'est... Enfin, c'est Alien, Predator, enfin, vous avez capté le délire, c'est la Fox, quoi. C'est quand même stylé. C'est quand même stylé, bref. En tout cas, je vais m'arrêter ici pour éviter que la rediffusion soit particulièrement indigeste, pour ceux qui ont rattrapé ça, évidemment, en rediffusion. Merci beaucoup d'avoir suivi cette conférence à mes côtés. Bien sûr, on vous retrouvera très vite sur la chaîne pour de nouvelles aventures. Je vous rappelle que le test de Dragon's Dogma 2 est disponible dès maintenant sur la chaîne. N'hésitez pas à aller le voir, il est complet. Mangez devant, faites quelque chose, ce que vous voulez, écoutez-le même, il n'y a aucun problème. Faites-vous plaisir. Je vous remercie d'avoir suivi cette folle journée avec nous, parce que c'est vrai qu'on a fait justement Dragon Ball, Dragon, maintenant Epic Games, etc. Mais on vous retrouvera effectivement demain pour de nouvelles aventures. Je vous rappelle, demain, il y a deux tests de gros jeux qui arrivent. On aura pas mal de trucs à vous partager. Demain soir, Future Game Show, je sais pas si je le ferai, peut-être que oui, peut-être que non. En tout cas, normalement, la conf devrait être faite. Et n'oubliez pas, évidemment, de cliquer en bas à gauche de votre écran pour soutenir la chaîne en prenant le dernier numéro du Vidéo Magazine qui parle de Elden Ring, mais également d'autres éléments. Ça soutient vraiment l'équipe. En attendant, bah du coup, je vous souhaite de passer une excellente soirée. C'était vraiment un véritable plaisir d'être avec vous. Et puis, je vous dis à bientôt pour de nouvelles aventures. C'est pas mal, ça, comme système de... Bref, ok. Il n'y a pas de scène d'outro. Gros bisous. À plus. Merci d'avoir été là pour cette journée. À demain pour de nouvelles aventures. Sauf Breaking News. Mais